the most basic truth that was spoken to me years and years ago by a psychology professor. A most important thing in the universe is the relationship between a man and a woman. And so that's what the very core of it. Not this is one aspect of that I'm learning about. The relationship I was in for 3 years. And I have a video from years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, that I made that video. And it's there. I'm going to pull it up and post it right on the description here. I at the time I called it horny, I think, or something like that. And then I was just reporting on that the day after this thing happened. The girl I was with was asking me to rape her. Okay, she was asking me, she consciously of her own volition was telling me she was turned on by the idea, she wanted me to rape her, okay? And then you think about why that would be. Why would a woman find it arousing to be raped? Now, this is very, very controversial to talk about this, because it does happen that women are raped and they're accused of wanting it, and it's abused to to justify the abuse by the raper. You see, and we don't want to do that, but we don't want that to get in the way of this discussion. You see, and a lot of that happens. Well, obviously, to have somebody rape you could be arousing, because then you perceived as desire, the wildness of it, and then the taboo of it. You see, and a lot of things you do realize the forbidden fruit is the sweeter, and that there's a lot of taboo things. I was told, I was always pushing for the notion of the legalized prostitution. And then I was told, well, it wouldn't go well, first of all, because it wouldn't cost as much, and the prostitute would prefer it to be illegal so that they would charge more money for it. And then it wouldn't be as sweet, because then it's not, the illegalness is what makes it a turn on, you see, and all of the implications of that, you see. The game that goes on so much, the crime that goes on, that's associated with that. And then the same notion about the legality of drugs, street drugs, cannabis, and all the other ones. That's why the people who would prefer it to be illegal, because they profit from it, you see. The ones who profit from it, and the crime that goes along with it. And then and then one obvious reason it's used, that a woman would entice a man or seduce him in a varieties of ways, and then would then push him away and say, I'm uncomfortable, I don't like this. And I've seen it a lot. It could be possibly for the purpose of using that, get that, and then to use that against the man for legal purpose, you see, for financial gain. It could also be because the woman wants it, wants to seduce, attracts a man, keeps doing things to attract a man, and they say uncomfortable because she wants him, she craving for him to violate her, seemingly against her will. And the whole notion, it's got a name to it. It's called when no means yes, right? When a woman says, no, I don't want it, but she actually does want it. And she wants you to do it despite she's saying no. And there's so much of that, right? But then you can't You got to be so careful with this, because then if she actually does mean no, and then you can't use that as an excuse. Therefore, if you do violate her and say, well, if she said no means yes, that will not hold up in court. So I'm sorry, so sorry. You can't say, well, she said no, but I know she means yes, right? Right. So this is something you got to be very, very careful with. Um, it's fascinating theme, and then the thing was, I've always been. I think that's what it was with the other girl that was with for 3 years. Is that because I'm so sensitive to that, to never violate someone's boundaries in that way, that she wasn't getting that's what she wanted me to do, is just to make a move on her, even though she wanted me to push her for it. Not to ask for it, that's a turnoff, but to actually do it. You see, and this the whole new one, and I see, having come to that realization, I've come to, and then this is just something profound. A whole bunch of stuff happened today, and I wanna talk to somebody about it right now. But it's good. It's good that I'm getting stuff off my chest now, and then